Hi everyone and every pony, welcome back to part 9 of chapter 3. We just started chapter 3. I do want to apologize. I had to switch my setting because I was having technical difficulty in one of these rooms, so I had to move. But I also want to really quick give you a big special thank you. Thank you guys so much for like 203 subscribers. Like, I remember I had only like 199 or 190 something, and you guys boosted it up, and it's all thanks to you guys. I really, really do appreciate that. It means a lot to me. Like, just, you know, being a channel alone and trying to get viewers was enough, but thank you guys so much. It means a lot. It really means a lot to me. But again, some big shout outs, of course, to Forrest McGilvray, who reads Flickr. And it's also, I was gonna say something. I totally forgot what it was. I don't have all my papers in this room, so I'm sorry. But thank you, Forrest McGilvray, for, you know, responding to the commenting. It really meant a lot to me. Thank you. And also for reading the story, Flickr. Flickr is a MOP story, horror story, and it is by Xenopony. Another big shout out for Darkfire Pony 3, Tempest Berry Twist, Vinyl is Best Pony, Forsaken Paladin 616 for subscribing not that long ago actually, and Princess Moonbutt. I like what you did with the Princess Moonbutt. It's like Sunbutt whenever it tries to call Celestia Sunbutt. I like that. But without further ado, I've already taken 1 minute of our time already. Let's begin with Chapter 3, Flickr, Part 9.
3. Chasing Shadows.
Let's not.
Skyjack's Log. New Horizon. April 10th. Entry 3. No matter how many times we come to this damn jungle, it just seems to always get worse. Had 5 of the crew down with bites from some kind of giant bloodsuckers. Some idiot nearly got themselves eaten by a giant plant. And don't even get me started with them Celestia damned leeches. I swear, the frickin' things know how to get everywhere. And that's not even the worst part. The damn Stripe, who was supposed to be leading us, got up and tried to abandon us all in the middle of the night. Luckily, no pony ever gets past Raven.
That sounds like a lot of bad happening. Why even fuck with something you have no understanding of and try to sell it? The thing is, why take something that nobody knows what it is specifically? Like, if they had documents on it, that would have still at least been a little cool, but can't do that. What is that? What is it? What is it?
I sincerely hope that whatever it is that he keeps rambling about is worth all this trouble. We didn't come all this way for a stupid zebra rambling about a place so cursed he's willing to just get up and ditch us to avoid having to even step near it.
You know, probably should have listened to the zebras, because Zikora's cool. She knows all these potions, you know. Probably would have been their first guess not to do that.
I think it's a load of horse apples. There ain't no place in this Celestia forsaken jungle that can get any worse. Still, we had to drag him kicking and screaming up to the front of the temple. Whole place was huge, not to mention completely overrun by the jungle. Most of the main entrance looked like it had collapsed some time ago. So we had to make our way inside through a small hole behind one of the pillars. Good thing we had some of that fire salt to spare too. Otherwise, there's some doors we might not have never made it past. As for the inside of the place, well, it was definitely nothing new. It was dark, smelly, and covered in creeper vines. Half of the walls are just full of those funny-looking inscriptions that no pony's ever gonna bother to read. And the images, well, I can say that I've been to a lot of places in my time and ain't seen nothing like what was carved into those walls. All seems to be something to do with that star mumbo-jumbo. You always hear the stripes going on about.
Was it the scratch
I can say
marks
one
of
thing,
all
though.
the people who
There ain't no stars down
ended
there.
up getting a lot of
Place
healthy
was
amount
pitch
of
black.
dead in them?
At least, I think it is. Some of the others kept
think
saying
that's what
they
that
saw
was.
something in the darkness. Don't know what. Just kept saying that same something moved in the corner of their eye. Others says it's a flicker, like a candle or something. I know I didn't see anything in there, but stone and tunnels. But that was before we hit the mother lode. A great big room, right underneath the middle of the mountain. Or so the Stripe said it was, when he wasn't rambling to himself. Still, treasure wasn't like anything we'd found before. Room was full of these weird crystal pillar things. Each one of them was sat on a stone pedestal, and all of them were arranged in this weird ring around something in the middle. Once again, I can't say I'd seen anything like it before. Then again, right there and then,
But you go
I didn't
messing
care.
with it anyway.
I was one of the first to climb down to take a look.
Yes,
And I
you were.
swear, each of those shards looked like they were made of diamond.
Because you're
Every
you're a
one of
fool.
them had this weird glyph thing floating over it. Raven said it was some kind of frost talisman, and that if we take any of these things, we should make sure they stay frozen. Of course, that meant we had to transport the crystal while they were freezing cold. That was fun. Almost got frostbite in the sweltering jungle for Celestia's sake. Not only that, but the Stripe was not happy. He kept rambling on about desiccation and the fact that we were all doomed to die before some pony had the sense to knock him out. One thing I know I'm destined for was a pocket full of bits when we get home. I think that's what was going through every pony else's mind at the time, too. Raven didn't seem all that happy about it, though. She was too busy
Bits.
looking at the thing in the middle of all the treasure.
Okay, so here's what I'm getting from that. You're gonna take what you find to somebody. Of course with bits. But they look at it, they have no idea what it is. How can you sell it? I don't. Fools. A bunch of fools.
Don't get me wrong about the captain. She's the greatest one any of us could ask for. But she's not shy
That's
on
the
the
fool card right
superstitions
there.
either. She had some pony tossed in the brig for even scratching a mirror, after all. It was the way she was looking at that thing, though. It didn't look right. I didn't get a clear view of what it was before we left. Looked like some kind of big throne to me. Couldn't see through the dead
Yeah,
vines. Damn
it's a
things
throne
were
to
growing
suck out
all
your-
over it. Best I can say
It's a throne to
is
suck
it
out
looked
your
way
soul.
off. And I'm just glad we left it all when we did.
Sorry about. I thought I heard
Every
something. I thought I heard
horrified set
like
of
a little
eyes
ding or
was
something in the
fixed
other room.
on Fluttershy as the Pegasus began to rapidly hyperventilate. No pony had the nerve to condense what had just happened, nor did any have
What
the
did
courage
just
to
happen?
even believe it was real. But the black substance that now coated the middle of the room and the absence of Pinkie Pie forced each of them to consider what they'd just witnessed. One thing was for sure, none of them had heard a scream quite like the one Pinkie had cried before rushing from the room. It made even the blood of the bravest among them run cold.
Make my blood
After
run
a
cold.
long moment, the still
I'm a
silence
big dude.
was broken as Rarity made her way cautiously
not go
around the
messing
black
with
mass and tried to comfort the terrified Fluttershy. Seconds later, Rainbow Dash edged towards the shattered orb and the slowly withering black slime. "Wait! Don't go anywhere near it," Twilight instructed, raising a wing to block Rainbow's path. Rainbow fixed the inky mess a stern look as it began to wilt into a dusty gray sludge, but she made no effort to move past Twilight. "She's right. We have no idea what that stuff is. Don't want it getting on any pony else." Applejack reinforced Twilight as both ponies studied the withering mess from a distance. Starlight cautiously made her way up to Twilight, Spike shivering furiously as he peered over her head. The unicorn's thoughts ran wild, and she could see from the mix of wellings in Twilight's eyes she wasn't the only one who was terrified. Well, Rainbow Dash snapped impatiently,
I'm pretty
ushering
much
the
there.
others to look up at her. That thing just attacked Pinkie. Why are we all just sitting here? She pointed towards where Pinkie Pie had disappeared.
I was thinking the same thing, but you... Oh... Can't do that to me. Can't... I mean, I understand in a lot of other horror MLP fan fictions, there's, you know, a lot of people die, or a lot of ponies die, but you can't do that to the ponies I love. It hurt. It kills me when that happens. I don't know what it is. It just kills me. I know it's not like, you know, it's not. It's just like their character when they show off their character, like Forrest McGilvray when he does that so perfectly. It's like it was all fun for nothing. But the voices, it was perfect. You did really, really good. You got me good. You're getting me good. Right here. Get me good. Who's
Once again
next?
shifted within the minds of Applejack, Twilight, and Starlight. Opposite the trio, Fluttershy merely sniffed as tears escaped her. Rarity didn't seem to be faring any better, but she valiantly held back her own horror for the sake of the mare she was trying her best to comfort.
Really feel bad.
Rainbow Dash, please stop shouting. The white unicorn scolded in a
Makes me
whisper,
really
her
feel
gaze
bad.
shifting nervously to the gloom about her, as if she were afraid something would hear her. Rainbow Dash frowned, appearing almost angry. Pinkie Pie was just attacked by some kind of strange thing, and you're telling me to stop shouting? We need to go and find her now, she declared bluntly. You're right, Sugar Cube, but Rarity's right too. Shouting won't get us nowhere. Now I say some of us go out there and find her, while the rest of us make sure this damn thing don't get any worse, Applejack suggested, nodding to the shattered sphere. You mean split up, AJ? Are you insane? Every time some pony splits up, it never ends well, Spike exclaimed in panic, raising a claw to his head.
Probably gonna get bigger or
Applejack shot the
something.
dragon a slightly disapproving look, but it was clear she understood what he was trying to say. Every pony else didn't seem to like the idea any more.
This is the face of, like, a dude who knows that shit's about to go down. Like I said before. Terrifying. Here we go. If I don't say anything, like, if I stop, like, reacting, like, I'm not, I don't do that on purpose. I'm just literally, like, into the story. Like, I'm just like I said, got me right here.
Spike did, and the longer they were
And
silent,
actually,
the more impatient Rainbow.
real quick, I'm so sorry. We're gonna have to pause it right here because it's like already almost been close to 13, 14 minutes. But we'll I'll re-upload another one as soon as I can. I just gotta upload this and it'll just take a minute, and then I'll try to upload another one. If I don't, I'll do one tomorrow before I go into work. But this has been part 9 of the start of chapter 3, and it's looking pretty gruesome. I'm gonna have to get me some popcorn or something to eat next time because I've just been sitting in here and I'm hungry and I'm thirsty, and listening to this almost start hyperventilating. But thank you guys so much, and thank you again for the 203 subscribers. For real, thank you for getting me up to 200. I really do appreciate that. That really means a lot, and I hope to hear more fan fiction from a lot of people. I really do. We can create a lot of interesting stories, and I can't wait to hear them. Even Lost Narrator, Scribbler, all them. Forrest McGilvray started reading Casino Ponies Flicker. It's pretty good. Pretty good stories. And I'll see you next time.